The Bajunis are located primarily in the district of Lamu, Kenya on the coast of the Indian Ocean. They occupy the tiny island of Lamu and make it their headquarters since independence just north of the Tana River. This small island is less than 10 miles long and 4 miles wide together with the neighbor islands which are Manda, Siu and Pate, Feza, Anda and Kiweu archipels. But you also find Bajunis everywhere at the mainland whole coastal strip towns of East Africa from Somalia to Mozambique. The Bajunis speak a language they call Tiku or Kibajuni, which is a form of Swahili. Although they are a mixture of Bantu, Somali, Malaysia Portuguese and Arabs, they still maintain themselves as a distinct cultural group. The Bajuni evolved when Arab and other traders began coming to the coast of Kenya to trade and eventually settle for over 10 centuries. Over the decades, as the Arabs intermarried with the African population, a Muslim community grew. As time passed, the Arabs introduced their social structure to the family-oriented Africans. The way of life among the Bajunis has changed very little in the last 1,000 years. Even now, no cars disturb the quiet life on the small island of Lamu. What are their lives like? Because the Bajuni people live so near water, many make their living on the ocean. They generally have occupations that are connected with the sea. Many are fishermen, sailors, ocean merchants, shipbuilders, and the like. Others are also involved in farming. Their main foods are coconut, fish, maize, and rice. Their daily routines are interrupted by prayer times, meals, and an afternoon rest. The Bajunis follow the laws of Islam to conduct their affairs. Men are the working breadwinners. A Muslim judge, or qadi, handles the family and civil disputes of the community. A woman's place among the Bajuni is usually within the home. She supervises the family and customarily leaves the house only to visit or to go to the market. Her visiting is done late in the afternoon, mostly when the housework is finished, the sun heat is down and children are playing. The husbands like to gather at a men's meeting place or at the mosque after work. The men wear a kanzu, a white veil, kikois, sarung, which is a piece of material wrapped around the waist like a skirt, with shirt or t-shirt and mostly open shoes. Bajuni women wear kangas, dira, a colored veils, and when they leave homes they wear discreet black veils with only their eyes visible to the world and open shoes. Traditionally, a woman would wear a ring through the center of her nose, a gold disc in one pierced nostril, and several earrings through the tops of her ears. Today, these are regarded as unfashionable. Children stay at home until the age of 3 or 4, when they are sent to the Muslim school. In school, they learn to read the Quran, perform daily prayers, and lead moral lives. With 6 YRS they go to a normal school too. Children are always the first to speak as they greet an elder with a kiss on the right hand. A young person always stands to offer his seat when an older person enters a room and is always the last to eat. A girl is taught to cook at about 10 years of age. At puberty, she is no longer allowed to mix with boys who are not of her own household, and she cannot leave the house without a female chaperone. When she goes out in public, she wears the traditional black veil with hijab or all-covering bibi garment. What are their beliefs? Almost all of the Bajun are Shafat Muslims. Their lives revolve around the mosque and daily prayer. In the course of saying 5 prayers a day they also wash at least 5 times. Every Muslim parent insists on giving his child the basic Islamic education. When a child is born, it is held up by the father, a friend, or a teacher, who recites the traditional call of prayer into its ear. From the moment of birth, the child is instructed in the basic teachings of Islam. What are their agriculture history? Most Bajunis used to have big farm with livestock on the most fertilized land with a proper structure till early of 20th century. Just after independence the Bajunis were in minority and the results was being neglected from the government and terrorized by the Shifta bandits, which forced most of the Bajunis to leave their farms and go to urban towns at the whole coast of East Africa, and some went to Amu Island. What are their needs? Although food is readily available to most Bajun on the Amu island, but the rest islands fresh water is not as easy to find. Water for drinking and cooking must sometimes be imported. Electricity, sewage systems, good diet, food and running water are almost non-existent on the island's villages.